Hi, I'm Atomic Tom. Welcome to the lab. The focus for today's British Science Week 2025 session is teeth and beaks. So what do we know about teeth and beaks already? Have a little think about that. Are all teeth the same? What are different kinds of teeth called? What jobs do different kinds of teeth do? And how can teeth be linked to your diet? Why do birds have different shaped beaks? Have a think about this, or if you can, share ideas with somebody that you're with. Let's start by thinking about our key vocabulary for today's session. Have you heard these words before? Do you know what they mean? Molar, incisor, canine, herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, omnivore, adapted. We're going to start off by thinking about food. Food is our fuel, and it is of course really important. It gives us the energy that we need to grow and move and stay healthy, the fuel for our bodies. As humans, we're pretty lucky today that we don't really need to go and hunt and gather our food like our ancestors. We normally just go to the shops, or if we're really lucky, our grown-ups just put it in front of us. But animals still spend a huge part of their day trying to find the food that they need to survive, to provide the energy they need for survival. Now, if we think about the teeth that different animals have, we get an idea that there are actually different types of teeth. Some animals have teeth that are some shape, some animals have teeth that are different shape, and some have a mixture of the two. Now, us animals, humans, we also have a mixture of teeth. Most children have about 20 teeth as a full set, but obviously you can lose your teeth as the other ones come through. And when you're an adult, if you have a full set, you have 32 teeth, but some people have teeth removed for various reasons. So a full set of adult teeth would be 12 molars, 8 incisors, 4 canines, and 8 premolars. We have a mixture of types of teeth because our bodies were made to be omnivores. That means that we eat meat and plant material. Some people choose to change their diet for various reasons. They may not eat both, but our teeth are shaped to be able to manage meat and plants. Molar teeth are large and flat like a grindstone, and they're shaped especially for grinding up and mashing up our food, especially plants. Premolars do a similar job to that, but they're a little bit smaller. Animals like cows, oh hey handsome, horses, giraffes and rabbits have lots of molar teeth for grinding and chewing all of those plants, particularly grass, that they will eat. Humans also have incisor teeth, which are teeth used for cutting and tearing our food. These teeth are also used with the sharp-pointed canine teeth. Top predators and other carnivores like tigers have really prominent canine teeth used to rip the meat that they eat. Obviously, they don't have knives and forks when they have dinner. Some animals don't have any teeth at all. Owls, bees, worms, whales even, an anteater. And we know that birds don't have teeth because they have beaks. If you have a beak, you don't have teeth. Here are some examples of some birds with different shaped beaks. A beautiful bright parrot or a bright kingfisher. And of course we've got a robin on there because they're Nuclear Natalie's favourites. Different birds have different shaped beaks, as we saw in that picture. Why do you think that is? Well, it's because of the different diets that they have. And it's to help them be able to eat and digest the food that they have available to them in their environment. If you've been watching our other British Science Week sessions, there's another one about Charles Darwin. And one of the things he noticed was that a particular group of birds called finches, some of them on famous islands, the Galapagos Islands, had different shaped beaks on different islands to suit the food that was available to them on each island. So we're just going to have a really simple go at that today. I've got some equipment in front of me, as you can see, And these are just suggestions. You don't have to have exactly these things, but we're going to pretend that some of these tools are different beaks for birds, and some of the bits on the tray are different types of food. And we're going to see if there is a difference between which beaks are best for eating certain types of food, which are good for eating different types of food. You don't have to have anything edible for this. You could use beads or all sorts of different things, really. Small bits that you're going to try and pick up with some tongs or some chopsticks or some pliers or scissors, maybe, if you can do that safely, whatever it is. The idea is, let's think about how this can apply to those birds with their different shaped beaks. So you can use the things available to you. You don't have to use the same things as these, but let's have a go. That's a better view for being able to watch what's going on. So, as I say, this is just a suggestion of some of the things that you could do. I've got a pair of pliers, some scissors if you can use those safely, a spoon, some big old tongs, and then just as a few examples for my food stuffs, you don't even have to use things that are edible. I've got a bit of banana, some jelly babies, some oats, some rice, and these are peppercorns. I won't take too long doing this because it would be much better for you to just be able to get on with this experiment yourselves. But let's see if we can make some observations, maybe on super speedy. Go! No, that's not very good. Ooh, whoops. I think that's just sticking because of the banana. Excellent. Stretch. There we go. Oh, let's see if this works, shall we? Mmm, delicious. We can't use our fingers. Birds don't have fingers. They might have talons and claws they could use, but we're trying to do it just with the beak. Imagine maybe that they're having to hold onto a branch with those claws and talons to keep their balance. They've only got their beak available. Oops. You might have noticed that some of those food types were easier to eat, some of them were much more difficult. We've just made a bit of a mess of this apple, for example. The banana kind of worked for a few of them. That a bird might have been able to get that into their beak. The rice was pretty tricky. The peppercorns were actually quite easy as long as they were something that they could kind of pinch and grab them with, even the sharp scissors. Jelly babies, I'm sure I can manage another one of those. And again, the oats, maybe for scooping that would work if there was a big pile of them. Now I've had a go with that, maybe it's your turn. Over to you, scientists. See if you can do a similar experiment and think about those different types of shaped beaks being better or worse for eating certain types of food. Could you think maybe if it's the same for you? When you're eating certain foods, do you use different parts of your mouth and different teeth to be able to help eat and help mush up those different types of food? It's a simple experiment to think about things that we may not have thought about before, even if we do it every day when we're eating our meals. I hope you enjoyed learning about teeth and beaks today. Stay curious.